Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be an update for my Rolling Project 10 pan. Now you may have noticed I did not do a finale and an introduction, and that's because I just keep this project rolling year after year to continue to make progress without a full refresh. There are a few things that have been decluttered at the end of last year. We are rolling quite a number of things in today, so it kind of feels like a refresh, but I'm excited to share my update with you today. We're going to start with the things that have been in this project the longest, and that would be my Seraphine Botanicals blush. This is the only thing that remained in the project for a full year, and I'm happy to say we have officially hit pan on this blush. I was unsure if it was a pan at the last update, but I did use it 8 more times to really get a clear visual, and I do indeed have a tiny speck of pan in the bottom of this blush. This is a mini blush, I'm pretty sure. It only has 2 grams of product in it, and I've used this blush 80 times, and I'm happy to have a pan, and that is enough for me for a blush at this time. I'm excited that I hit another blush pan in my collection. That rarely happens for me, so I will be rolling this out today. I've been pushing really hard for the NYX Angel Veil primer to be an empty. Now I am pre-filming this a little bit, so I don't know if this can still be an empty before the end of the year officially, but I have used this primer 19 additional times for a total of 96 uses in this project, and when I rolled it in, I had already used up quite a bit of this primer, but it is just lasting forever. I did manage to get a bit of the air out of it in this last month, so we really are down to the wire. When I shine a light through it, you can see through the entire packaging. There's so little product left in here, but it just keeps going and going. My Rimmel Stay Matte powder, I do have a goal to finish this as well. I have used this 18 times since the last update for a total of 219 uses, tracked uses that is, on this 14 gram pressed powder. I really did want to have another pan in the center showing before the end of the year, and we didn't quite get there. I don't think I'm going to in the last few days of the year here either, but I am going to keep this in the project to hopefully finish in 2025. I've used my ColourPop Kathleen Lights Super Shock Shadow 2 more times since the last update for a total of 25 uses in 2024. I did not prioritize this in the way that I should have if my goal had been to finish it, which was my goal. I kind of just got burnt out on this color, to be honest. I saved it from These Products Will Self-Destruct. This is one of the very oldest cream products in my entire collection, and I am ready to officially retire this, throw it out. I'm pretty sure I got this in 2015 or 2016. It is very old, and it did get a ton of use from me. It has a pan, and I did wear down the sides quite a bit, but nowhere near close to finishing this, but I'm ready to let this go. It took me 18 more uses after removing the stopper in my Kosas Revealer Concealer to officially empty this out. This lasted 128 uses for me to finish it. As I said, I took the stopper out, I scraped all that I could out from here, and there is a little bit of crusty bits left in the bottom that I could take a spatula to, but as I said, it's kind of crusty. The stopper has been out for over a month now, and I did find after I took the stopper out and a bit of time had passed, it's almost like the product was starting to oxidize a bit after so much air being exposed to the product that the color wasn't quite right anymore either. But I mean, the doe foot is dry. There's some crusty bits in here, but it's empty. And I'm very excited that my cap did not break. I know that Steph has that problem with this concealer a lot, so I didn't have that problem with mine, knock on wood. So this is a concealer that I really would consider repurchasing in the future, but not right away. I'm so happy my Dove Body Mist is not coming with me into the new year. I really struggled to finish this the last half of this year. There was only half of it left, and a body mist is typically pretty easy to get through, but this just wasn't my favorite scent, but it is officially gone. I've used my Physicians Formula, the Healthy Foundation, 20 additional times since I've last updated you, and I finally was able to make a new line and get this to settle a bit. But again, this line shows that I still have half a bottle of foundation left, despite having used this bottle of foundation 115 times. This is just a standard 1 fluid ounce or 30 mils of product. I do think that because this is not a pump, it's this big doe foot applicator, that this takes up a lot of space in this bottle, but it still blows my mind that this is the slowest moving foundation I have ever had the experience of trying to finish off. And I am going to keep this in my project and keep on working on it. I really hope that this doesn't take me the whole rest of the year though. Unfortunately, I didn't quite get there with my Tarte Park Ave Princess bronzer, but hopefully in the first couple months of this year. This is what this product is now looking like. There's so little product left. I did reach for this 15 additional times for a total of 169 uses on this mini bronzer. This had 3 grams of product in here, which is not that much, but I have so little left. I do want to take a picture of how this is looking like right now, and then before the next update, I do want to repress this so it is easier for me to use up, because it is just so thin and so like around the edges that it's really hard to coat my bronzer brush evenly. So at the next update, hopefully you will see the bronzer repressed in the center. I've worn my Tarte Park Ave Princess lipstick mini 4 times since the last update, and that is, there's reapplications in there. I couldn't figure out how I wanted to word that. And surprisingly, I have made a little bit of progress on this, and this little lipstick should be gone in the next few months. I'm making minimal, slow progress, but I've used this lipstick a total of 26 times already, and there is only 1 gram worth of lipstick in here, so I feel like it shouldn't take too long to finish it. If I continue reaching for it from time to time, I should reach for it every day, but I just have so many lip products that I do like to rotate through. But we have this little nub of lipstick left, and I'm going to work hard to finish this in the first half of this year. And lastly, for updates, I rolled this in November. This is my Ofra Rodeo Drive highlighter. As you can see, this is a very old version of their highlights. I did reach for this 8 times since I last updated you, and my goal is to hit pan on this. I do have a total of 65 tracked uses on this highlighter, and I really don't feel like there's that much of a dip. I am aiming in the center where the product is the thinnest, and I do hope to hit pan on this without like too much trouble, but I honestly don't know. I am just going to keep this rolling in this project as well. So coming in to the new year with this project, we did have 2 product empties. We hit a pan on a blush, and it's time to retire my Super Shock shadow. This is being decluttered. So that obviously means we're going to roll in 4 more products to start the new year. This is my bit of a refresh to keep my rolling Project 10 pan at 10 products. So to replace my Seraphine Botanicals blush, we're bringing back the 2023 blush that I was attempting to hit pan on. This is Tarte Party. This is very old. I feel like so many people have already finished this. It was a Sephora birthday gift a long time ago. Once again, my goal will just be to hit pan on this product, and I do already have 64 tracked uses on this blush, but I can still see the entire embossing. Like, it doesn't look that much different. I will obviously be popping in a picture. It has worn down a little bit, but I do foresee this taking probably the full year once again, just like it did with the Seraphine Botanicals blush. I didn't focus on this as much as I should have in 2023, but I'm ready to recommit to this in 2025 and really push for seeing that pan before the end of the year. I'm bringing in a second priming product that was in my 25 products I plan to pan in 2025. If you didn't catch that video, I will link it up in the cards. But I really wanted to roll this in at the beginning of the year as it is more of a hydrating primer type product that best suits my skin type in the winter. And hopefully I can get a good dent on this before summer comes around, because I know I won't use this product in those warmer months. This is the Rodial Soft Focus Glow Drops Illuminating Ultimate Glow Primer. Now, I have already used up approximately half of this primer, and I only have 28 tracked uses on this. So that leads me to believe that this should be relatively easy for me to use up this winter season if I just keep my eye on the prize. And this is probably my most expensive primer. I did receive this in a BoxyCharm way back in the day, but knowing that it's has quite a high monetary value is very motivating to me as well, so I can bump up those year-end makeup empty numbers. So I will be rolling this in even though we still have that NYX Angel Veil. I am hoping that that is done relatively quickly so I don't have two primers going in this project for too long. I'm replacing my Kosas concealer with my oldest concealer in my collection. This is the Jouer Essential High Coverage Liquid Concealer in the shade Lace. This is a creaseless, soft, matte formula containing hyaluronic acid, and this is a very light shade. So again, trying to consider that I am going to want to make a big dent in this before I get a tan in the warmer months. This is not my favorite concealer. It is very full coverage, which isn't typically my preference. I only have 30 tracked uses on this so far, so I do estimate for it to take an additional 100 uses, and I really want to try and knock as many uses out by, let's say, May as possible. We do have a very short warm month season where I live in Canada before I get a tan, but I don't know how quickly I will be able to finish this. In the summer months, I might have to switch over to using this as an eye base or something, as it will be far too light for me, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. And the last product I am rolling in to kick off my 2025 panning season is this mini gloss from Pat McGrath. This is the Lust Gloss in the shade Flesh 6. I really do like the formula of these. They are comfortable and kind of gel-like, and this is just a mini. It doesn't say how much is on here unless I peel the label back, which I'm not going to do right this second, but I feel like I should be able to finish this without too much trouble. I do have 5 or 6 glosses that I do hope to pan this year, so I want to hit the ground running with a mini, and I hope that that is really motivating for me. So these are the 10 products I am kicking off my panning journey for this year with. I'm really excited about the changes in this project pan, and I hope I have another successful year. Let me know what you're excited to work on in 2025, and give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!